Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another zombie video. I know I don't do these that often. A lot of them I've had on the back burner, ideas or stuff that I've seen or found in the last couple of years. And I've been busy and kind of never got around to talking about it or making a video about it or letting people know about it. So there's something that's always bugged me since the Eisendrache came out back in what is it, like 2015, 2016? I think it was DLC 1, right? So it's something also that I've noticed way before I started making videos and did YouTube or started doing YouTube. It's something I mentioned to some of the bigger channels, and I don't know. I guess everybody was just really busy playing the map and really never noticed it or got around to even talking about it. So what I'm hinting at or saying is that everybody should know, or most people know, that there's an undiscovered jump scare on Eisendrache, and it leaves me to believe that it's going to be something similar to Zetsubo no Shima or um, Dead of the Night, where it's something not just a jump scare, it's probably something that's going to be more, I'm going to say, three-dimensional, rather than just a 2D photo jumping out at the screen when you look at it, kind of like Tag Your Totem with the Margwa. And something else that I want to mention that I see that a lot of people don't know in the zombies community, and that's one thing that's bugged me, is I've always tried to go back and correct a lot of false information that people have. Jump scares have always been something that hinted at something coming in the future. I've seen, especially with Alpha Omega, it's something people think that hints at something in the past or maybe even the present. But jump scares, starting with Mob of the Dead, being, I guess, the original Jason Blundell jump scare, hinted at Nero Blackstone or Harry Blackstone. It's probably more Harry Blackstone than it is Nero. They ended up changing a few things, obviously, for legal reasons. Hinted that the next map or future map was going to have Harry Blackstone or Nero in it. And it, so on and so forth for the other jump scares. Um, so what I'm getting at and why I have this on the screen is on this, and I'll try and use my mouse, see if this works, if you can see the cursor. As you can see, this is what I screenshotted out of the Eisendrache yesterday. Nice and clean and clear. Nice and pretty and clear, like I said. Not much to see. And if you see where this is, where the mystery box, I forget where it's located, but the light is shining through the castle. And if you pay attention to over here, it's pretty blank and open. And like I said, keep in mind, this is going back 4 years ago. I knew about this, and I used to kind of tweet or send stuff to some of the bigger channels. But knowing knowing what I know now about some of the bigger channels, that they really just regurgitate each other's information, or they get fed information from smaller people. A lot of them don't actually solve stuff themselves. So this is something I just kind of started doing on my own now, and I'm probably not gonna re-record this because my phone just went off. But it is what it is, and I tell everyone really quickly as a side note, I do this stuff one shot deal. I don't feel like we're recording, editing. I don't feel like trying to sound like a salesperson, like I'm selling you something. It's just stuff, a hobby that I do, and I'm one of those people that YouTube should have been a hobby for most people, or a side gig rather than their main focus. I know a lot of people make money from it, and that's probably why zombies got a little bit corrupted in itself. But that's a whole other can of worms for another day. So what I'm getting at is in this blank area, there's absolutely nothing there. And this, I said I took yesterday. But if you go to the original Eisendrache um, reveal video for the DLC pack, you can obviously see a dog of some sort, maybe the Wolf King, and then a some type of figure that almost looks like Nosferatu, or I'm gonna say maybe a vampire. That is some type of dog, or maybe a wolf. It looks like to me. And I'm just gonna go back and forth so you can see the difference. There's obviously nothing there now. So either they're doing it like Dead of the Night, where it's a really complicated step, or maybe kind of the one that the dev left in there. I forget who the dev was, that left it in there for his wife with the heart, and you have to like buy the gun, you know, nail two windows or boards, and then buy another gun or something like that. It's a real convoluted step. So what I'm thinking is it's along the same lines, either like that, like Setsubu no Shima, where it's a little bit more complicated. It's not just staring in the area and that's gonna pop up. I'm thinking it's gonna be, or it is, some type of like uh convoluted step of like maybe you have to, like I said, nail a bunch of windows in a certain order, do a couple things in a certain order. Maybe you have to have a certain weapon for it to show up. Maybe it's something with the bows of the ancient you have to do. And these are just ideas, and I don't get into. I always tell everyone from the beginning, I don't get into theories about maybe how to do it. I'm just showing you what was there and what isn't there yet, or what isn't there now. And it could be something like I said. I have to stress, Dead of the Night, the one with the the witch jumps out of the painting. And the only thing I'm interested in, or kind of curious, is that a lot of the Easter eggs have been data mined. So when I don't hear anything about it, it makes me wonder if it is something or if it was cut, because unfortunately the zombies community, data mines the heck out of the games. And I personally go back and look at every single Call of Duty game and try and make 2 cents out of some of the stuff or unsolved Easter eggs. And a lot of it I've found, and I don't want to get in the whole topic again of like the zombies community being dead. But the unfortunate thing is, people are afraid to go and look for stuff because they're going to get ridiculed or mocked. So this is just something I just want to put out there on my own. Like I said, it's something I attempted to let people know about in the past, and I'm just going to go back one more time so you can see how it's like. Um, attempted to let people know about in the past, so I'm like, you know what? I finally have some free time. Well, let me just go ahead and record my own video showing people how in the trailer, and it's something that, like, I don't know how people miss stuff. And like I said, when I go back to look at World at War, Black Ops 1, 2, even 3, I'm like, how do people miss some of this stuff? It's I even tweeted like Vandahar when I found some stuff from Black Ops 2. I'm like, how the heck? There's literally tens of millions of people that have played these games in the last 10 years. How am I the only one that like sees this stuff? I'm like, it just blows my mind. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. So as far as, like I said, try not to get into theories because everybody's just going to be negative and toxic about it. The only other thing that sticks out, like to me, it looks like either Nosferatu, a vampire. It could be the Wolf King with his. I put dog, and this is how I left it when I found it in 2015 or 16. I didn't change it, but it's probably, knowing what we know now about the Wolf King, maybe you can get him to appear somehow on the map. The only thing, and like I said, why I said in the beginning that jump scares hint to what's coming in the future, um, made me think of Nosferatu and how, or vampires, and how Dead of the Night has vampires. I mean, there is rumor, and I don't know, and I don't know who to believe, but there are people that believe, or rumors that say that, a lot of the Black Ops 4 maps were originally going to be Ether maps, but they decided to kind of go away from the whole Ether story and obviously try and create their own and use some of those assets for the Chaos story. So it made me think that, like, and then the reason also is in the Eisendrache there are caskets that look like a traditional vampire type casket, a vampire or Nosferatu old castle, and castles are synonymous also with or always linked with vampires or Dracula or Nosferatu. Those obviously being more Transylvanian, Romanian area, not so much. I think Austria or Germany is where the real Der Eisendrache is. So that's something that I would kind of want to all tie together. Is it shows like some type of vampire or Dracula type casket, um, tying into this whole theory of it being maybe some type of vampire figure, the Wolf King maybe, um, Nosferatu or something like that, with some type of either his wolf. It would make more sense if it's the Wolf King and his wolf rather than, it could be go either way. I'm kind of split 50-50. So, like I said, most people are saying, when I did a little bit of research, that there is a jump scare on the Rising Rock that we just haven't discovered yet. So this could be right in front of our faces, and Jason Blundell has said that in the past. He loves and gets a kick out of us missing stuff that's right in front of our faces. So it's just, this could fit to be like one of those particular things. And to me personally, I think it's exactly like Dead of the Night, where they put it in the trailer, put it in front of everyone's face, and everyone's missed it. And like I said, if you're interested, I might respond. So let me know if there's other Easter eggs that you might not know about that have been right in front of our faces that people have missed. Because I did tweet and make a couple of videos about that stuff. And I say the same thing to myself. How do people miss this stuff? I think they're just kind of curious about, all right, I got to make one video, wrap it up really quickly, and then go on to the next video. And I'm not trying to hate too much on some of the bigger channels because I know, and I have to admit, there's a lot of work that goes into them making their videos. For me, it's kind of more like, let me just get the information out there. How can I get it out there to people? Um, and then now I realize everybody's busy in their own little world. So I'm like, you know, I have some free time. Let me just go ahead and make this so people can know about it. So if you have any theories, I'm not one of those people that'll crap on your theory. I'm interested in every aspect of zombies. I know the zombies community is like that because the people up top in any industry want to stay up top. So they kind of suppress or talk down or whatever the smaller people so they don't surpass them. But I'm not one of those people. If you have any theories or ideas, or if anybody has been looking for the jump scare, let me know what you think. I'll see you guys later.